Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 18, text number 2 and 3. 2 I will recite myself, 3 we will recite. Dadarsha tatra vijatam daradaram proniyamana avanim agradam shraya mushnantam akshna swarucho arunashriya jahasa chaho vanagocharo mrugaha. Translation. He saw there the all-powerful personality of Godhead in his boar incarnation, bearing the earth upward on the ends of his tusks, and robbing him of his splendor with his reddish eyes. The demon laughed, "Oh, an amphibious beast." Purport. In the previous chapter, we have discussed the incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as Varaha, the boar. While Varaha with his tusks engaged in uplifting the submerged earth from the depths of the waters, this great demon Hiranyaksha met him and challenged him, calling him a beast. Demons cannot understand the incarnations of the Lord. They think that this incarnation as a fish or boar or tortoise or big beasts only. They misunderstand that the body of the Supreme Lord even in his human form, and they deride this descent. In the Chaitanya Sampradaya, there is sometimes a demoniac misconception about the descent of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu's body is spiritual, but demoniac persons consider the body of the Supreme Personality to be material, just like ours. Avajananti ma muda, persons who have no intelligence deride the transcendental form of the Lord as material. Next verse. Ahainam yehi ajamahim vimunchano rasokasam vishwashrujeyam arpita na swasti yashyasi anaya mamekshitaha suradama sadita sukarakrute. Translation and purport by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. The demon addressed the Lord, "O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar, just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from my presence and not be hurt by me." Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Sridhar Swami, commenting on this verse, states that although the demon wanted to derive the personality of Godhead in the form of a boar, actually he worshipped him in several words. For example, he addressed him as Vanagochara, which means one who is a resident of the forest. But another meaning of Vanagochara is one who lies on the water. Vishnu lies on the water, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be properly addressed in this way. The demon also addressed him as Mrugaha, indicating unintentionally that the Supreme Personality is sought after by great sages, saintly persons, and transcendentalists. He also addressed him as Ajna. Sridhar Swami says that Jna means knowledge, and there is no knowledge which is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indirectly, therefore, the demon said that Vishnu knows everything. The demon addressed him as Suradama. Sura means the demigods, and Adama means the Lord of all there is. So he is Lord of all the demigods. Therefore, he is the best of all demigods, or God. When the demon used the phrase, "in my presence," the implied meaning was, in spite of my presence, you are completely able to take away the earth. Nasvasti yashyasi, unless you kindly take this earth from our custody, there can be no good fortune for us. Doesn't see Bhakti Vedanta Par. So, the situation as predicted by the ocean, Varuna, that he will meet a personality who will put him to rest. Hiranyaksha was very much eager to fight. He was looking for a combatant who can give him an equal fight. So when he was addressed that he will be died in the hands of Varaha, so he became very happy. Oh, there is someone whom I can fight with. Nobody is coming forward to fight. So he took information from Narada Muni, where is the residence of Varaha. So in that context it is said he came to the place, Lord Varaha was there, where Mother Earth was taken away from its status and placed at the level of Rasa Okasa, Rasatala, lower planetary systems. So Lord came there to uplift the earth and put it back to its original position. So in that context only we are seeing Dadarsha Tatra Abhijitam Dharadharam. So Dadarsha Tatra Abhijitam means there he saw the all-powerful Lord, Abhijitaha, the all-powerful Lord. How was he? Dharadaram. He was holding the earth. Dharam, he was holding the earth. Proniyamana avanim. He has lifted the earth. Proniyamana avanim. Agra damshriya. How was he lifting the earth? At the tip of his tusk. Agra damshriya. Damshriya means tusk. Agra means tip of the tusk. He was holding the earth on the tip of his tusk and he is uplifting the earth from the ocean. Dharadaram. Mushnantam akshna swarucho arunashriyaha. So Mushnantam akshnaha, with his eyes, he started conquering or he started diminishing all the other personalities. The light which is emanating from his eyes started to rob away the splendor of other personalities who are as brilliant as the sun. Mushnantam akshna swarucho arunashriyaha. Even Hiranyaksha, Swarochaha, the splendor of Hiranyaksha became secondary or faded. Arunashriyaha means the reddish light which is radiating from the eyes of the Lord. It dominated even the bodily effulgence of Hiranyaksha. Jahasa chaho vanagocharo mrugaha. Jahasa, he started laughing when he saw the Varaha form. Then cha aha, he said, Jahasa aha, vanagocharo mrugaha. Oh, my dear amphibious beast, vanagochara, one who roams around in the forest. So his indication was, he was deriding the Lord, thinking him as an ordinary hog. So next verse, he started scolding the Lord, but the scolding is indirectly a praise to the Lord. This is what Sridhar Swami is communicating. Aha enam yehi ajna mahim vimunchanaha. Aha enam yehi. He started addressing the Lord. Ajna mahim vimunchanaha. Deliver this earth to us. Why? Rasokasam Vishwashijam arpita. Vishwashijam, the master of the universe, Lord Brahma. Rasa Okasam Arpita, he has dedicated this for us. He has offered this for us. So you cannot take it away from me. This is meant for us. Rasa Okasam means one who stays below the Rasatala level. Nasvasti Yashyasi Anaya Mamaikshataha. So Nasvasti Yashyasi, there is no good fortune for you. There is no good perspectives for you, good future for you. Anaya Mamaikshataha. With this Mama Ikshata, while I am seeing Mama Ikshataha, Suradama Asadita Shukarakrute. You are the lowest among the demigods, Sura Adama. Asadita, because you have accepted a form, Shukarakrute, the form of a boar. So in that way, he started deriding the Lord. But when Sridhar Swami, he gives an alternative meaning for this perspective. He says, you have been given the earth by Brahma. Do not give up this earth. You will obtain our kingdom along with the earth by being merciful to me. O supreme among the devatas who have appeared as a boar for your devotees. It's a complete contrast meaning. One is to the extreme negative instant, one is to the complete positive perspective. Now this is how we have to understand. By mere Sanskrit knowledge, one cannot come to proper conclusion. Whether other person is glorifying you or scolding you, you should be little clear. So sometimes it may be like little scolding. One character change, it will become glorification. So generally, most of the places in Bhagavad Gita, Ajna means it is considered as foolish person, ignorant person. But here Sridhar Swami is saying, for Jna means one who is knower, Ajna means one who is ignorant. Like Ajna means he is saying there is nothing which is unknown to you. The same word. If it is to human perspective, it applies as we are ignorant. If it is applies to the Lord, it says there is nothing which is ignorance of you. You know everything. You are omniscient. So same quality when it is applied to lower personalities, it becomes negative perspective. The same quality, when it is applied to the Lord, it becomes glorious perspective. Vanagochara. One who roams around in the forest. Hawks and dogs and pigs, they roam around in the forest. But here, Vanagochara means one who is sleeping in the ocean of water, ocean of milk. That is Narayana. Nara means water, Ayana means one who is sleeping on the water. That is the definition of Narayana. Alternative meaning is Vanagochara. Next, one more place also, he said Mrugaha. Mrugaha means one who is always sought after by sages. Means this is an indirect meaning. Sages are continuously contemplating upon how to achieve the Lord. So that is their destination, to achieve the Lord. So indirectly it is glorification. And one more thing is Sura Adama. Sura Adama. If you separate it, it is Sura, the demigods. Adama means one who is lowest among the demigods. See, Sridhar Swami is saying all the demigods are lowest or lower than you. You are the best of the demigods. So in that way, the demon is saying indirectly, unless you take this earth, there is no good fortune for us. What is the good fortune for the demon? In this perspective, what can be the best good fortune for the demon? By being killed by the hands of the Lord. That is the greatest good fortune for him. Or else if he continues, he will start destroying or disturbing all the other Vaishnavas, Brahmanas, and he will create more and more sinful reaction that there is no good fortune for him. So Lord has come there in his presence. So by being killed by the Lord, this is the most auspicious opportunity for him to get rid of all that sinful perspectives. So in that way, see, how do we educate ourselves? So we have to be trained properly to pursue things as they are. So here Shastra says, Jiva Goswami explains his perspective of how to hear from authorized persons. Why it is important to hear from authorized persons. This is quoting from Brahma Vaivarta Purana. He says, Vakta sarago nirago dvivida parikirtitaha sarago lolupaha kami taduktam hrin na samsparshet. So he is saying there are two categories of speakers. One who is passionate, the other one who is dispassionate. Saragaha, niragaha. What is the difference? What is the variation? Passionate speakers are Sarago lolupaha kami. The passionate speakers are lolupaha, means they are lusty, and kami, they are greedy. Taduktam hrin na samsparshet. Their words do not touch the heart. Many people give lectures, but it goes. It doesn't enter within the body. You don't feel any impact upon your consciousness. अभी गया टाइम पास करके आ गया, बस हो गया हमारा. You don't feel inspired by that words because they are all passionate. They are either after our money or they are for pride and arrogance they are trying to speak. So this is their qualification. Upadesham karoti eva na pariksham karoti cha aparikasyopi saditam yal loka nashaya tad bhavet. What is their intention? Upadesham karoti eva na pariksham karoti chaha. So without careful study to determine the truth, na pariksham. Pariksha means to study carefully. Parikshitaha means one who is studying everyone. So a passionate person gives instruction. Upadesham, he is speaking. Without careful study, what is that? Yalloka nashaya tad bhavet. It brings only simply destruction of all the people. These passionate speakers, their instructions will only destroy everybody. Kimcha kulam shilam atacharam avicharya param gurum bhajeta shravanadi arti sarasam sara sagaram. But the dispassionate speaker or a true personality, how does he preach? What are his qualities? So, one who desires to hear truth should approach a bona fide spiritual master. And he is whose words are like nectar. And Bhavasya Kshana Sangamena. The Prachetas had a momentary association with Lord Shiva, who explained to them about Rudra Gita. So, Bhavasya Kshana Sangamena, then who is Priyasya Sakyuhu, who is very dear friend of the Lord. Because one who preaches his glories is very dear to me, Krishna glorified in Bhagavad Gita. And Lord Shiva is always trying to glorify the Supreme Lord and making everybody surrender to the Supreme Lord. So, he is most dear friend of the Lord, Priyasya Sakyuhu. And because of him, we are able to attain you. His one instruction made us to attain you. And you are Bishaktamam, you are the most expert physician. Bishaktamam, you are the expert of the physician, because what are you capable of? Sudish chikitsasya bhavasya mrutyo. Chikitsaha, you can treat us of bhavasya mrutyo, of birth and death, so that there is no more cycle of birth and death, and you are the expert physician in that. And Vayam Twadya Gatim Gatasmaha, on account of our good fortune, we have been able to take shelter of your lotus feet. So, the Pracheta are saying, because of a momentary association of the spiritual master, who is transparent personality, transparent via media, we are able to have your association, because you are the great personality by which we can cut down the cycle of birth and death. And this is the greatest fortune. So, what can spiritual master do? By his instruction, by his mere association, he can deliver us from this cycle of birth and death. And further he says, who is this Guru? Qualifications of Guru have been further enumerated. It says, Acharya Purva Rupam Iti Adi. Shruti Taittiriya Upanishad says, the spiritual master comes first. The disciple comes after. When they meet, knowledge is manifested. Acharya Purva Rupam Iti. That's only one instruction. But the actual meaning it says, Acharya Purvam. The first comes Acharya, then comes disciple. On the Sangama, it comes spiritual instructions comes out, manifest, knowledge manifests. Then, Tad Vijnanardam Sagurum Evabi Gache. So, to learn this transcendental subject matter, one must approach a spiritual master. This is from Mundaka Upanishad. Then, Chandogya Upanishad says, Acharyavan Purusho Vedaha. So, Acharyavan is complete knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purusho Vedaha means Purusha, the Supreme Lord. Vedaha means one who knows the Supreme Lord. He is in complete knowledge of the Supreme Lord. He is Acharyavan. Next, Kata Upanishad says, Naisha Tarkena Matir Apaneya Prokta Anyenaiva Sujananaya Preshta. The truth cannot be understood by logic. It is understood only by hearing the words of the spiritual master. So, external words does not mean that you are understanding the truth. It has to be understood only from spiritual master perspective. So, who is this? Skanda Purana glorifies the Supreme Lord by saying, he says, Bandako Bhavapashena Bhavapashacha Mochakaha. The Supreme Lord, you are the one who bind us to the cycle of birth and death. But you are the one who can deliver us from the cycle of birth and death also. Bandako Bhavapashena. You bind us by Bhavapashena, by the ropes of birth and death. Bhavapashakcha Mochakaha. And you are the same person who can liberate it from this cycle of birth and death also. Kaivalyadya Param Brahma Vishnu Reva Sanatanaha. You are Vishnu and Sanatanaha. You are all pervading eternal Lord Sanatanaha and Kaivalyadya Param Brahma, you are the master of liberation. Kaivalya Adyaha, one who can deliver us liberation, and you are Param Brahma, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here, what is the Supreme Lord? He is Kaivalyadyaha, one who can give delivery, one who can give liberation. That's what indirectly he is saying. When I get killed by you, I will be liberated. And this is the most auspicious opportunity for me in your association. And further it says, Eshavai Bhagavan Shakshat Pradana Purusheshwaraha Yogeshwarer Vimurgrangrer Lokoyam Manyate Naram. Supreme Lord Krishna, he is Eshavai Bhagavan Shakshat. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sakshat Bhagavan. Pradhana Purusha Ishvaraha. He is the master of all living entities, material nature, three modes. He is the Pradhana Purusha Ishvaraha. He is the Pradhana Purusha Ishvaraha. He is the Supreme Master for everything. For all living entities, material nature and everything. Yogeshwarer Vimugrangrer. Even the greatest yogis are searching after your lotus feet, like Vyasadeva. Lokoyam Manyate Naram. But foolish people think you are one among us. Only humans think that you are one among us. This is unfortunate situation. When the demon is thinking that you are a lowest of the personalities, you are not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is a foolish person. Only foolish person thinks the Lord as a common man. See, the personality, what was the size of boar when he came out? Where did he come from? Lord came from the Brahma's nostril. And Brahma himself is saying, he was astonished. A tiny figure came out of his nostril. And in a moment he expanded to the size of almost like covering the entire universe. Can he be a normal hog or some abnormal hog? He is abnormal personality. Such a so-and-so, such a that his height is so big. When he was standing in the ocean, Garbhodaka ocean, the entire ocean is only coming up to the size of his nails. How much is the nail size? In the body size? 1 inch may be the nail size. And the entire Garbhodaka ocean is only measuring 1 inch of, means like some tip of the nails are only being covered. So can you say still he is an ordinary amphibious beast? He is the greatest personality, transcendental personality. So this proper understanding is very much required. How to perceive him, how to understand him. So Varaha Purana, Lord Varaha says about his he is glorified as Sukada, one who is always happy. He says, Nayami Paramam Sthanam Archir Adigatam Vina Garadaskandam Aropya Yatecham Anivaritaha. So Garadaskandam Aropya, riding on Garuda's shoulder, and I carry my devotees back to the spiritual world and nothing will hinder or stop me from this, for I wish to rescue my devotees. This is a promise made by the Lord. He is saying, along with me, I make him sit on my Garuda carrier, and from this ocean, I will carry him to my spiritual world. The word definition Sukada means one who delivers us from this cycle of birth and death. How he will deliver? By making him sit along with him on his Garuda carrier and take us back home, back to Godhead. And this is a promise made by Lord Varaha in Varaha Purana. So who can be more glorious than the Lord? So there was one king by name Ashvashira. So he was performing various sacrifices. So once he performed Ashwamedha Yajna by the guidance of great Brahmanas. So after that he took his Avibruta Snana, means that the sacrifice is complete. So then at that time, two great sages, Kapila and Jaigisavya, arrived there. So everybody were very happy because great sages have come there. He immediately got up, he went there, happily received them, welcomed them, gave them the respect and made them seated. After they were comfortably seated, King Ashvashira inquired from them about how to worship Lord Narayana perfectly. Then the sages asked him, who is Narayana, whom you are speaking about? We are two Narayanas standing in front of you. Then Ashvashira said, no, you are both certainly Brahmanas who had freed yourself by all sinful reactions by your severe austerities. And you possess extraordinarily spiritual prowess. But how can you claim yourself to be Narayana? Who in this world can be like him? Then after hearing, the two sages immediately accepted a different form. One became Narayana, Kapila became Narayana, Jagishavya became Garuda. Then upon seeing these two things, all the assembly people, they start, there was a sound, an uproar everywhere. Then he said, Lord Vishnu is not like this. He is unlimited. And he is like Padmanabha, from whose navel Garuda, lotus sprouts, and on which Lord Brahma takes birth. And from Shiva, Brahma's anger, Shiva took birth. Upon hearing this statement, immediately Lord Kapila became Padmanabha. From his navel, a lotus house sprouted. And the Jagai became Brahma with a baby on his lap, Lord Shiva. Then king said, the Lord of the universe cannot be seen with these mundane eyes. This is an illusion created by your mystic power. Lord Vishnu is all pervading. As soon as he said this instruction, immediately there were countless animals, unlimited numbers manifested there. Insects, birds, beasts, snakes, horses, cows, elephants, lions, tigers, jackals, deer, and all innumerable animals which are both wild and domestic. So everybody became startled. So many animals in that space, in that small space, everybody became disturbed. They were all aghast. They were thinking, what is happening? Then the king came to his senses and he immediately fell down at the feet of that sages. And he said, you are so great personalities. So he started inquiring, what is the purpose of all these things? Please explain to me. Then the sages became very happy by his submission. They said, O king, you have asked us how Lord Vishnu should be worshipped and how he should be attained. So it is to answer this question that we have displayed all this. We have transformed ourselves into Garuda and Vishnu just to show you that spiritual master is a transparent via media for the disciple. So by instruction from spiritual master, you will be able to perceive the Lord as he is. Then he has the power to deliver the same faith that one has in the Lord. Then again we manifested these various living entities, saying that every jiva is indeed a part and parcel of the Supreme, and the Supreme dwells in the hearts of all living entities. So do not see anyone or anything separate from the Supreme Lord. Worship him by engaging everything in the proper relationship as being meant for his service and satisfaction. So this is the instruction. You may see many things, but you have to see in relation with the Supreme Lord. So this is the instruction what they got from the spiritual master. Because Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha, this is one of the qualifications of a devotee. He is well-wisher of all living entities because he is seeing everybody in relation with the Supreme Lord. He does not discriminate, which is that verse 5.18. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Sunicheva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. An educated person, he does not discriminate between bodily concept of life because he is seeing on the spiritual platform. You should be well-wisher of all living entities because Krishna is the well-wisher of all living entities. Because everybody is connected with Krishna. In that mode, you see everything. Anukulyasya sankalpa. Everything should be favorably be engaged for his satisfaction and for his service. In that way, you become liberated. So, taking these instructions, then when another king heard this story, he was King Vasu, who was king of Kashmir. He performed many sacrifices by constantly meditating on Lord Vishnu and always anticipating for the mercy of the Lord. He pleased the Lord, because of which his mind became cleansed of all sinful reactions, dualistic material thinking, and developed detachment from royal opulence and sense gratification. See, because kings, they are very much addicted to royal opulence and very much opportunity to enjoy sense gratification. He became detached from all these perspectives. So by realizing the world, he detached, he became renounced. He handed over the kingdom to his son Vivashwan, and he went to a place called Pushkara for worshipping Lord Pundarikaksha there. So by his austerities, his body became emaciated. He became so lean and thin. And by chanting the holy name of the Lord, he developed the attachment for the Lord. So one day, after chanting the daily routine of chanting the holy name of the Lord, he saw from his body a personality, a small person of blackish complexion and reddish eyes came out of his body. He was resembling like a burning pillar, the personality. That person, as soon as he came out with folded hand, he said, "My dear sir, what can I do for you?" Then the king said, "Who are you? What do you want? Where did you come from?" So that hunter who was Nishada, he said, "O king, formerly in Kali Yuga, you were a pious king by name Dakshinapata. You were a king from Dakshinapata, means southern India, residing at Janasthana. One day you went to a forest near the mountain Prashravana and accidentally killed a sage who was roaming there in the form of a deer. You were very happy that you were thinking you killed a deer, but when you went to the proximity, you saw he was actually killed a Brahmana, who was a Rishi, who was taken the form of a sage, deer, and who was roaming around there. Then you became very sorrow. You thought that you had committed a sinful reaction. You became very disturbed. You don't know what to do. You went back home and you are contemplating how to come out of this situation, how to come out of this Brahmahatya. So while meditating upon the Lord, you observed a Dwadasi festival. But because of severe pain in the dead of the night, you could not complete the Dwadasi Vrata. You passed away in the night itself. And because of and while passing away, you did not remember the Supreme Lord Narayana, but you thought of your wife Narayani. So because of your pious activities, all these things and all, you went to heaven. And you are staying in the heaven. Actually, I am that Brahma Rakshasa who was staying in your stomach. To take revenge upon you, I started creating a pain which was unbearable, and because of which you died. Even I accompanied you to heaven. But in heaven, because I am from a Rakshasa family, they have thrown me out of heaven. They have extracted me out of your body and threw me out of you. So I was waiting for the opportunity to continue my revenge. After finishing your heavenly life, you again took birth of the king of the Kashmir, son of king of Kashmir. This time, I entered into your head. I was there in your hair, always continuously sitting on your head and trying to divert your attention. Whole life you have been committed, doing various sacrifices, but you were never thinking of Lord Narayana. You were always thinking of name, fame, adoration, all these things are. But when you came here to Lake Pushkara, when you started chanting the holy name of the Lord, when you started engaging more and more from the Lord, you became cleansed of all your sinful reactions. So Lord made me come out of this pure body, and He detached me from you. And because you have been chanting the holy name of the Lord, and by constantly hearing the holy name from your mouth, even I became purified from this form of Brahma Rakshasa, and I attained this form as a hunter. So when a king became very happy that at least this personality got relieved because of the offense whatever I have committed to you, he said, "Because you have explained to me about my past sinful activity, I bless you. From today you will be known as Dharma Vyada." He is a great personality who started speaking Dharma, being a hunter. He is celebrated. If you go, the story of Dharma Vyada, you will get in net. So many other perspectives you will get. So just to see the chanting of the capacity of the holy name. By taking completely shelter of the Lord, even a demon has transformed in his consciousness and he became a great personality. So that is the effect of the chanting of the holy names. So properly hearing from the spiritual master and doing our duty of chanting of the holy names as guided by the spiritual master and understanding the knowledge about the Supreme Lord is the most auspicious opportunity for us to become liberated from this cycle of birth. So we'll stop here. Any questions or doubts? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेम।